Hello, this is Tom Luque of mastgates.com. Many times I need measurements from you sailors on the mast. Use this as an example. Many times I ask you for measurements in millimeters using a caliper. For instance, like measuring the track gap, measuring the track depth. But one of the hardest ones is, what is the inside diameter when you have a round or oval type shape? If your mast is down and you have access, then it's easy to use your caliper to measure across. This one happens to measure 11 point, say 11.12. 11.12 millimeters. Oh, thank you. But when we don't have that, we'll use the math. Diameter is equal to the circumference of a circle divided by pi. If you remember, we can use pi as 3.1415. So one method I've come up with is, let's preform a card. Oh, also, I use the caliper for measuring the thickness of my card, which happens to be 0.33 millimeters. So let's preform the card into a round tube. And then what we're going to do is take this curvature. Your mast is up, and you would be taking the curve, forcing it into the round channel, and you see how the card rotates around inside. It'll rotate around until it hits the other side of the card, and then it'll stop. Then what you'll do is take your pen or pencil to mark the area where the card hits. Now, because we're measuring the inside of the paper, we're losing the thickness of the card, so we have to account with this measurement. So flatten our card out, and then we want to use our caliper, and we want to measure below the line that we just made. So let's see what we get. We get about 3308. 3308 millimeters. Now let's take our ruler, and this is our circumference, 33.08 divided by pi, 3.1415. That equals 10.53, and then the circumference, the thickness of the card, which is the inside of our measurements, we want to add 0.33, 0.33, and what would we get? 3 threes is 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, carry, that's 3, 4, 3, 4. Oh, what am I doing? Not adding this up. I accidentally added up the wrong numbers. 3 is 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Carry the 1, so it's 1. And So we got 11.19 millimeters. And here's what the caliper measured. So that's pretty close. So we'll start using that for when we're building our prototype. Thank you for viewing.